founders, our CEO, our master distiller, so sometimes add in janitor and all the other little hats. So I'm Joyce with Jeptha Creed, and this is Chris Cruz.
Yep, Chris Cruz. I'm the owner and founder of Cruz Customs Flags. Military veteran, hires other veterans.
And Joyce, tell us a little bit about Jeptha Creed.
Well, Jeptha Creed is a farm craft distillery that is family run. We are woman owned and woman run. Specifically, we're a mother-daughter team. But the whole family is involved in what we're doing. So my husband grows our corn for us because we use a red heirloom varietal corn called Bloody Butcher. This Bloody Butcher corn is non-GMO, it is open pollinated, and it has been documented in use since at least 1845. So it's very, very old-fashioned and very much about Kentucky terroir and the things that Kentucky grows beautifully and we can make our bourbons out of. So honoring all of that, we want to be about our local history, heritage, and culture. So that's what Jeptha Creed is really about. We opened to the public on November 11th of 2016, which was Veterans Day. It was very serendipitous for us to open on Veterans Day because honoring our veterans, honoring our active duty, and all of those who have sacrificed for our country and for us, we have our freedoms that we have, is something that is very important and powerful to us to honor. So for our first anniversary, my husband had grown a blue heirloom corn. I call it Bruce's Blue. We do have that bourbon laid down and aging, so be looking for that in the future. And I sourced a white heirloom corn, which was Hickory King. We are now also growing the Hickory King corn. So for our first anniversary, I did a red corn, white corn, blue corn bourbon mash bill, and we released it this past year, which was November of 2022 on Veterans Day, and we will now going forward have a release of our red, white, and blue on every Veterans Day in November going forward. So this is our first release. So that means we had some empty barrels of these barrels that have been signed by our veterans in active duty, because we invite all veterans in active duty who come through the distillery to sign our red, white, and blue barrels. So we have some empty signed barrels. We can't just not use them again. We have to do something special with these barrels. So we also been gifted some challenge coins, and I wanted to honor these challenge coins and have them on display so everybody could see them. So we wanted a flag out of these barrel staves made and contacted Chris to make this flag for us.
Yep. So that's where we come in. So Cruz Customs Flags, we hire combat veterans to handcraft bourbon barrel American flags. We started in 2017 in our garage. I found that it was therapeutic to do woodworking from a PTSD anxiety standpoint. And there are a couple of things that I think veterans miss when they leave the military. It's the camaraderie with each other, and it's also sense of purpose. So, the regular old day job just doesn't cut it for a combat veteran that has done so much. So they miss that opportunity to give back. So I wanted to recreate that in our business. So what we do is we only hire combat veterans to handcraft our products, to give them an outlet, to give them a safe place, and to get that camaraderie and sense of purpose back. So that's what we're all about. And obviously, when Joyce reached out, to me it was really coming full circle, because in 2017 when we were starting our business, I signed one of the red, white, and blue barrels. When they were kind enough to let us do our first photo shoot for our website here. And I was able to sign one of the barrels then, and to come back 5 or 6 years later to be asked to make the world's largest bourbon barrel American flag with my signature on it, it really is coming full circle. So it's probably one of the most meaningful pieces to us as far as that full circle, and then all the heroes' names that are all over this flag. So there's many years of service, many stories that we'll never know, but we're open to the folks that sign these barrels to let us know some other stories.
So is your signature on this barrel?
Yep.
Or on this flag?
Right here.
All right, we'll have to get a close-up. And so, Chris, tell us on the barrel, how many barrels are here? How long did it take you? And kind of what are the dimensions of the flag?
Yeah, so the specifics about this flag, it took over 5 barrels, 5 and some change. I actually didn't handcraft it. I was kind of the mediator between Jeptha and our craftsman, who is actually a Purple Heart Marine, Andrew Nethery. He handcrafted this, and it took him about a month to make. It's 7 foot by 12 foot and weighs 450 to 500 pounds. So it's very big and very heavy, but he really took pride. I think that's what we bring to the table is we wanted to make products that people are going to be proud of, and our craftsmen put their heart and soul into the American flag because that's what we wore on our sleeve every day going into combat. So we're not going to half-ass making an American flag.
It's beautiful. So today is not only Flag Day, it's also National Bourbon Day. So if you want to close out with a cheer for National Bourbon Day and Flag Day and our veterans, that would be awesome.
So yes, since it is Bourbon Day, we have a red, white, and blue bourbon right here. This is 100 proof. This is aged in the barrels at almost 5 years. So it was released, like I said, on Veterans Day this past year. So honoring all of our veterans. Cheers.